Thank you. It's such an honor to be with you and Mr. Lawerence. We're so honored to have you here. It is it's a profound honor to stand with you today to recognize one of Oklahoma's own, R.D. Lawerence with the Oklahoma Cross of Valor. And we have not bestowed this honor on anybody since 1998. And so he flew in the B-17 Flying Fortress. He was first to Africa, then to Italy, and Lawerence and his crew flew 37 bombing missions over Europe. And on that 37th mission, he and the crew were shot down over Hungary. All 10 crew members made it out, and Lawerence was captured and sent from one POW camp to another. As the Germans retreated, they marched him and many others more than 500 miles before he was liberated on May 2nd, 1945. And after returning from the service, he resumed work on the family farm, dedicating his life to wheat and cattle farming. R.D. served on the boards of the Farmers Cooperative and Wakita School Board, Director of Citizens Bank of Wakita, and served over 60 years as an elder at Wakita Church. And this is one of the highest honors our state can give. It's a solemn thank you from a grateful state and a grateful nation for your service for our freedom. His story is one of grit, courage, and unbelievable bravery. He answered the call to serve during a time of war and was taken captive by the enemy, and he came home with his honor intact. That strength comes from a love of country, a sense of duty, and an unbreakable spirit. Oklahoma, we believe in honoring our heroes, and we have a real-life hero right here with us today. We send our best and bravest to serve, and we stand behind them in prayer, in action, and in recognition of their sacrifice. And today is a reminder of why we do that. So on behalf of all 4 million Oklahomans and a grateful nation, we thank you for your service, Mr. Lawerence.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. This is by far the largest event and most important event that I've held since being elected to this position. So thank you all for being here. A few people I wanted to call out before I read the citation that helped this all happen was Elaine Johns from Enid. She works really hard over there for veterans. Also, Lisa Arceveda. She was one of the secretaries that helped put this together, as well as Sonia Barker and Mackenzie Ingleton. Also, Senator Stanley was a big part of this. She's a chairman of the Veterans Committee. And then we have David Smith here also, who is in the House Veterans Committee chairman. And I don't know whether John Pfeiffer made it in yet or not. So anyway, thank you all for being here. We also have a delegation from the Vance Air Force Base that I want to recognize, which is part of my district. So thank you all for being here. So I've known RD for quite a while. I've become more acquainted with him over the last 8 years, and I drive within a half a mile of his house almost every time I come down to Oklahoma City. So I didn't know for sure whether he was going to have time to come down today because there was reports that he was out clearing brush last week. So anyway, thank you for being here, and thank you, RD, for your service. I want to read this citation that we're going to present to him. It says, whereas in the destiny of our country depends on willingness of men and women to make sacrifices necessary to keep our country free, and whereas the state of legislature wishes to recognize R.D. Lawerence, a true American hero who has served his country with dignity and honor in the United States Air Corps with the Oklahoma Cross of Valor, and whereas on June 7, 1944, while on a mission to destroy marshalling yards in Budapest, Hungary, R.D.'s plane took a direct hit and he was forced to parachute out. He was captured a week later and held as a prisoner in Stalag Luft 4 prison camp in Gross Krakow, Pomerania, which is now Poland. A year later, and later forced on a 600-mile death march. On May the 2nd, 1945, he was liberated by the British soldiers and returned to Enid just in time for wheat harvest. RD served his nation and as a B-17 ball turret gunner, and whereas RD has earned the Oklahoma Cross of Valor for his sacrifice to our great nation, and after 80 years, he is presented with this prestigious medal by Governor Kevin J. Stitt on May 5th, 2025. With this moment, we extend to R.D. Lawerence and his family our sincere gratitude and appreciation for his military service. And now, therefore, under the motion of Senator Roland Peterson, Senator Brenda Stanley, Representative David Smith, and Representative John Pfeiffer, the legislature of the great state of Oklahoma extends to Tech Sergeant Richard D. R.D. Lawerence sincere appreciation and directs that this citation be presented.
I'm not Representative Pfeiffer. My name's Ty Burns. I'm a representative from House District 35, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran and Public Safety Caucus. It's good to see some old faces, and I don't know RD, but my aunt, I was born in Wakita, and my aunt texted me and said, I hope you're a part of this, because RD's a well-deserving man, and she sold parts at Adams Equipment, which is owned by my family, and then Downing's for years. And so RD, we've ate a lot of the same dirt. I know you haven't met me, but my family knows you, and you're well deserving of this. Before the presentation of the citation from the Veterans Caucus with Chairman Smith and Vice Chairman Colin Dool, thank you, or congratulations, RD, on this. Everybody says it's a well-deserving, way long overdue. Vice Chairman Dool.
You know, I was going to get up here and read our citation too, but a lot of the information that's contained in it is just reiterated in that one, but we're honored to give it to you. I'm so proud to meet someone like you who has come before me and has set the pathway for somebody who would follow in your footsteps.